Alright, are you ready?
I guess.
Before we get started, I just want to, tell everyone some of these videos that we're going to show you got taken down for safety reasons. So anything you see, don't repeat. Don't think you should do it. We're not encouraging you, especially you, Falcon. I know you're very impressionable.
What? This one wasn't necessarily the car problem. It was a customer problem. He told me that what he was going to start doing was he was going to start living in his car because he didn't want to pay rent anymore. It's not the best idea. So what he would do is he would leave the car running all night. Gasoline cars are not meant to run all night at idle for God knows how long. Anyway, he came in here, starts giving us a spill, starts talking about a bunch of stuff that makes no sense. Trying to ignore him as much as I can as I'm looking at his car. I open the hood and I see his hose. It has this ginormous cartoon bubble in it. If anything touched that hose, the thing was going to explode. Went away from it, and what I was going to do was I was going to see if I can let the pressure out of the cooling system so that way that hose can contract some a little bit, so just to take the pressure out. Not this guy, no. It just had to be him. He had to investigate. What is that? What's going on with my car? I knew something was wrong. You would have no idea until that hose pops. Here he comes. He puts his face like inches away from it, and what does he do? Look how big pop. I'm just looking at him from afar like, you happy now? What?
Idles his car all night, it sounds like.
Yeah, so whatever liquid was super big. Would you let the Duramax idle overnight?
No.
No.
I don't want the car fucking engine to blow up. So, when you idle a car, you should not idle it more than 10, 15 minutes. If you're really cold out there, sure, a half hour. You do it all night, and there's pressure buildup and pressure buildup and pressure buildup and pressure buildup and pressure buildup. And when you don't drive it, that pressure's not going to release. So that air that he's talking about that made the balloon-sized bubble is all the pressure from not driving the vehicle, but starting it and letting it run. Also, going to the gas, didn't you say the gas was basically almost out? Or doing that really destroys your engine to be able to run. So.
Yeah.
Stupidity level on this guy is probably like a 1. So, at least he knows how to start the car to make it warm up.
You mean his IQ is like a 1?
Oh, his IQ is negative.
All right, let's see how the next guy is.
Wow.
It's going to be easy. Why do you think this motor went down? Holy camoly. Folks, this is not changing your oil enough. If the manufacturer tells you 15, half that. If the manufacturer tells you 10, half that. I think I'd be out of business if people just follow that simple advice. I'd quit building motors. Or at least half of them that I do. This kind of stuff doesn't need to happen. I just wanted to show you.
Oh my God, pause it.
Pull a valve cover off and you see that.
Is that a spark plug?
He said he
So,
lifted
just so you
valve
know.
covers.
Yeah, what'd you say it was called?
He said he lifted valve covers, and that's what's underneath. So I think those are coils that connect
So
to
those are, if they're the engine, what we call spark plugs, this thing is like if you took your hand and caked it with mud and then just went on your face. Imagine your whole face covered in mud. That's what this is then. Those are not supposed to look like that. That is grease and dirt all coming in there. And what happens is, underneath there, somewhere, there's a little coil that's like a wire that ignites the spark, that boom, 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 gets your fire going, gets the ignition going.
Yep.
When it's that caked, there's nothing that you can do that will try to start that engine. That has to be scrubbed, disinfected, probably burned, and replaced with new spark plugs. Wow.
You want to see how dirty the oil is now?
That kind of sludge and buildup on the rockers and stuff like that. You're just, good grief, man. You're not changing your oil enough.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
look
take
at
a
the
chisel.
It looks like the slime from fucking Kids' Choice Awards.
But
Oh
black
my
instead
God.
of green.
I really don't know what to say.
It's the Kids' Choice Awards slime. It should not be that freaking slimy.
I think I'm done.
Yeah, me too. Wow.
We got more. Just again,
Oh
looking
my
at
God.
that oil. And again, oil. I tell Falcon, it should be more runny. Like that. That's like thick. That's like fucking.
Do you know how much dirt and crap is in there right now? From that to be that thick? Do you know how dirty that oil must be? No wonder why your frickin' engine coils are all caked.
Well, he took the whole motor out because it's
Clearly.
fucked. The guy never changed the oil.
Wow.
All right.
IQ level going down further.
Hey, Chevy owners, can y'all do this?
Yeah, I can do that.
Hey, Chevy owners, can y'all...
Hey kid, you ever heard of fucking celery sticks or for lettuce? Hey Chevy owners, can you do this? I don't know. Is your brain IQ more than 5? Good job turning the key.
I think he's just surprised that his Ford can start or whatever he's in. It looks like a Ford steering wheel to me.
Hey Chevy owners, can you do this? Oh wow, that kid really looks like he's. If that's a Ford, I bet that's a $500 piece of junk that he just randomly turned the car over. Did you know that I bet in this video for editing, he edited the sound in so it would actually start for him, and his didn't actually start, but the other guys that started his truck for the Chevy just went over. So, bet you that's what happened here.
It's an altered video. That's funny. This is Austin showed me this guy. This mechanic. I like him.
No heater, no defroster, leaking water, rubs, motor mount's done.
240.
Mako paint job. Look, I It should just
That's really good when the mechanics on your car shit. Handle these
Oh my god, just take it to the dumpster.
for the customer.
I will hook up to my truck with the tow chain and pull it to the dumpster for you.
red.
Wow.
Even the nuts are different colors.
Got 240
Dumpster.
right here now. What you guys doing?
Junkyard, whatever.
240.
So, since this is a really old car, very ancient car, instead of just, plugging it into the OBD port, the scanner, you gotta do little extra things. So, for starters, you gotta remove this little kick panel. And once you remove the kick panel, then you remove the ECU, but the ECU is already dangling for me. This little guy right here needs to get twisted to the diagnostics mode. Count the blinks.
You say the 240 whisperer now.
It doesn't even have a freaking plug-in for the diagnostic.
You can't see it because it's off, but there's a really small red LED in there that's gonna blink
Can't figure out
a certain amount of
the maker of
times.
this car either.
So it blinked once slow, and then it blinked 3 times fast. So that's 13. 1 slow, 3 fast, 13. Engine temp sensor circuit. So that's what the check engine light is for. Wonder why the check engine light was on.
It wasn't even plugged in!
I told you this thing's a polish.
Oh my god.
That is one big pile of shit.
Yeah. I still stand my defense. Just go take it to the fucking dump. Not even a junkyard anymore, just a dump for that shit.
So any idea what that was? It
My
wasn't.
car's not starting. Have you tried plugging in the wire under your engine?
Mustang fail compilation. This you in a Mustang? Was it woman?
Small
Can barely get it out.
Small penis energy on this kid.
What about this guy?
Oh. People who drive vehicles that don't know how to drive when they have what they call muscle. That's fine.
What about this guy?
Oh,
Tommy
beautiful.
Boy the door.
Yep.
And then
If
just-
you're a Ford driver, your IQ isn't high to begin with. I just want to throw that out. And then I see this stuff, it just makes me think less of you.
Oh, look at him drift.
Yeah, he's
Look
going
at
to
that
crash.
drift.
Yeah, right. Bye. But drifting's cool. Yeah, now call the tow truck to get your ass out of there. You ain't moving after that.
She went somewhere and got a tire fixed. I think they missed a hole, Bobby.
What would you do if the mechanic missed that?
Oh man, I'd never go back to him again. I think they missed a hole, Bobby.
Fucking
like,
screwdriver in there.
Yeah, there's a hole there. She also came with 9 pounds of air. I wonder what that yellow light means.
Oh my god. Tire sensor, that's what that light means. But they couldn't figure that one out.
Doesn't leak. Because they did a spray water test. It doesn't leak. I think it only does it when there's weight in the car. But, see? You hear the hiss? But it think, oh.
Just for all of you to know, the reason why he has a spray bottle and why he's getting it wet is you want to try to find where it bubbles because that's where air's coming out. So if you're wondering why he was asking why you're looking to see something drip, that's why he was saying that.
It must be a really slight...
it's a very slight bubble.
Yeah.
But if you see any bubbles come up, that's a warning sign there's a hole.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Oh my god.
Doesn't leak.
Oh, he's doing one of the hand things, yeah.
Oscar, can you try holding his wheel?
Is this to like save the wheel or save
So
the tire? I mean,
instead of buying a whole new tire, what they're doing is they're trying to pack in a specific like rubberized item that you put into the hole, and the rubber will attach to the tire rubber and basically fill the hole based on that. So, but they have to get it in there, so that's why they're really trying to shove it in. It's very, very nice for 1 or 2 holes just to get you down the road, but eventually you're going to need your tire fixed.
Oh wait, Victor. Guess what?
What?
Come on, there's more. Talk about Mickey Mouse. Honky horns.
Did you do this one?
2.
a little button.
What the fuck? What is that, man?
Anybody who ever bought a Prius, I put that horn in there.
Aww.
Just every single one, yep.
Any idea what that white stuff is? There's got to be some kind of, I don't know, liquid or some.
Was it a gas or liquid? I didn't see it.
Or it looks gassy, probably white.
If
clear-ish.
it's gas, that could be exhaust.
Or yeah, maybe it could be. I was gonna ask you this for this guy. What if I tried changing my oil? You came over and I looked like that. What would you say to me?
I'd grab the hose and spray you down.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. You're in the Target parking lot, Target, gas station, wherever, whatever parking lot you want to say. You come out there, guy's got a giant ass jack, and he's hitting the side of your truck. What would you do?
First, I'm going to ask him what type of drugs he's on. And if that's my truck he's hitting, secondly, I'm going to knock him out. Thirdly, I'm going to call the cops and say, well, this idiot, probably lost from the psych ward, is trying to somehow jack up his little car. See, and then just to be an ass, after I knock him out and yell at him, I'm going to drop the jack on his car so the car falls on the the bearings and the wheel well and everything, so it smashes, and then I'm just going to get in my truck and drive away.
Also, I like how he's got a long jack and then he just holds like really normal.
Yeah, he's got the
jackets.
extension, and there's extensions
And then he's not
on
even
that.
using it.
I know. So he could take probably, I don't know, 6-8 inches off that thing so he wouldn't be hitting the car, but sure, continue doing it even after you hear it hit the car behind you and continue doing that. Wow. Yeah, drop the engine. Yep. Yeah, that's smart. Not even in the car. That must be a Ford. Yeah, bye. Oh, yeah, beautiful. There's the radiator gone. Yeah, backing up. Oh, look at that oil. Oh, bye. Put it in neutral.
Dude, that's a lot of oil that came out. Oh, did you see it?
Oh,
And then all over his back right there.
Oh, that was a good one. But unfortunately, again, it was video. I had more videos like this, but TikTok's taking them down for safety reasons, as you can imagine. Again, do not do these kind of things.
Safety reasons. Well,
Customer
this is the
was-
best anti-safety videos you could watch just for stupidity.
Yeah, this is what not to do.
God.
Has brought the vehicle in complaining of a noise coming from rear end. Obviously
Just wait.
been wrecked on the left hand side, but we were supposed to check the wheel out. Give that thing a spin, Ian.
Look, they're breaking it more.
They don't have money to repair this.
Yeah, they don't have money.
Ian, you got
That would be you.
ideas of what
Wow.
we can do here?
So, again, with the tire moving around like that, when you got it up in there, you got to have like a tie rod, ball joint, something like that fucked, right? Not to mention, that tire isn't completely bald, but getting there on both sides. No rims.
I've never seen a tire move like that. Ever. Wow.
So, yeah, you're the mechanic. That customer's got no money. What, do you tell him just to fucking tow it? Tell him to get it off your...
You know, even if you tow it, it's probably going to need two wheels, and that's clear.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, you might as well just let it sit in the parking lot till they get money. Yeah.
Customer
And then I can't hear what the
was
guy
brought
says,
the
but I'm
vehicle
sure
in.
it's
Wow.
something funny.
Now once they're all locked, you should be able to just stick a bar in here and make it loose. Now once they're all locked,
So,
you should be able to just stick a bar in here.
he's trying to take some apart, you know, underneath the car, obviously. What bugs me is that, let's go back here. Like, I mean, when you're working on this, you know, in your driveway or something.
It's called a drive shaft, by the way.
Put something behind your tires. Like, that's kind of safety 101, right?
Well, not for
When
the
it's-
idiots we're watching today.
Well,
Safety's out the window for these people.
yeah, they don't know safety.
But if we want to promote good safety, yeah, don't be an idiot like these people.
Like, or even if that's the front tire and you got them on a jack, you know, you still put some behind the back tires, whatever, to keep it from rolling. But, or, you know, in a shop, then it's up. But, right, these people don't know what the hell they're doing.
Clearly.
This is a super simple, easy video. Maintenance. I love maintenance. Saves everybody a lot
you'll
of
like
money.
this one.
You guys have seen some of my engines that I tear down, and a lot of you have made comments. In fact, one of them was on a Cummins where it had eaten
Cummins.
the ring and to almost paper thin, the edge of the ring.
Wonder why the
On
piston
the
ring
top
got
ring.
ate up.
A lot of guys commented on that, and some people said, "Hey, what's the cause of that?" You know, or they knew they thought I knew what the cause was, and I asked them. I didn't know what the cause was, but there was a guy that had worked in Cummins Engineering that said it was dusty from air filter, dirty air filter. So this, I'm not making this up, and I know a lot of you guys out there have seen a lot worse than that. This air filter in this Cummins is a disaster, and he's got codes for boost problems. Folks in shops, check your air filters, check your crankcase filters, change your oil like I talk about, save your trucks, save your engines. I'm busy.
So, I don't even know where we want to start with this one. But
that looks like, what would I compare that to? You ever buy the stuff that goes in insulation? That looks like insulation that has been gnawed, crapped on, dusted with, thrown dirt on, like what's inside your house, inside the walls after 50 years. That's how bad that garbage looks. And there is nothing, I repeat, nothing getting filtered through that air filter. It's so caked on just throw it away, start over, buy a new truck, because that's just one issue. First issue is buying a Cummins.
Yeah. So, so what do you think of that? The piston ring. Let's go back to the beginning of the video here.
Wow.
The piston ring is fucked up because of an air filter.
Right.
If the air filter was that bad,
Super simple.
if the air filter, let's look at it. Was this bad in your truck?
No.
Would the piston be fucked up?
Now, do you know what happens during an oil change is usually people check the air filter as well. It's common maintenance, as this bright mechanic told you. Air filters are all part of maintenance. I am scared to see what this truck's oil would be if we did an oil video on this too. Because it's an air filter. That's the easy part. Oh, God. I wonder if there's even fluids in the fucking gas, in the coolant, in the oil.
No.
In the radiator. Is there any fluid there? Because this truck, garbage.
I don't know.
Should be about 4 times thicker.
Oh, okay. So you can tell right away. Thicker like on the inside, or thicker like longer out?
On the inside.
Oh, yeah.
That is scary.
So
if you took it like a little snip and just went, psh, your whole truck, psh, done.
So
that's why he said it was so warm.
So yeah. That's just why I thought you'd like this one. A Cummins fucked from a dirty air filter. What is the most expensive oil change on a Nissan?
Most expensive oil change.
Like the price?
You could ever do on a Nissan.
$200.
Answer?
More.
The one you never did. There it is. This is the most expensive oil change ever done on a Nissan.
60,000
One
miles.
oil change that this motor had in 60,000
Never changed the
miles
oil on a new Nissan.
cost, I don't know, 15, 20 grand? Change
15,
your oil,
20
folks.
grand. Got to put in a new motor.
What's it look like underneath in the crank?
Oh!
What? is the most
And
expensive
notice
oil?
too, in the end of this video, like the truck, they didn't even like pull the pan down and look because
No.
there's nothing in there.
Jesus.
So I don't know. Any words to the
If you're
wise?
driving a vehicle and you don't get an oil change, you shouldn't be driving a vehicle. That's simple.
Yep. So
Go back to 6th grade.
what would you say to a friend or family member that bought a new car? Nissan gets a lot of bad hate, probably deserved, but any car, you go 60,000 miles without an oil change, and
You want to know
you're
my
gonna destroy the
recommendation to
engine.
that person?
Yeah.
Ride a bike everywhere now. Don't ever drive a vehicle again. Ever. Because clearly your stupidity is so high you can't handle it.
So this person should
Ride a bike. Everywhere.
All right.
Wow.